either way.
We're just gonna
it's going to sway him because people don't like extremists.
I've seen the opposite happen though, where it's effective to be extremist because if you're not extremist, then the extreme side gets totally washed out, and the other side gets presence. Sometimes the presence of extremes is necessary in order to make your point across.
We understand that he's humanized the man. He's here for the weekend to prove his point, and then he's going home. You know, and if people don't fuel his fire, he has no fire. He has nothing.
Let me ask you guys this. You've been over there for a while. We've been over here for a while. How many people do you think have been over there supporting these battles?
None.
So,
except maybe the three that I saw come shake his hand.
If nobody is supporting what he's saying, then why are we bothering with it? Do we care what that one individual thinks?
Because it was fun. I knew I get a smile from that one. So I had to say it.
I would say it's the public presence that's important.
Phillips is it? Oh yeah.
And we don't have agreement among ourselves about what we want to do. So why don't we take all this into account? I prefer pretty much what they're saying. So let's come to consensus.
Oh, I'm done with it already. I've said my piece. I've made my point. I don't feel the need to continue it anymore personally. So I'm personally done with it.
I mean, I appreciate you guys. I do. Okay? I'm not trying to come down on you.
I appreciate you coming in.
We're just trying to preserve order.
Of course.
And I know what his agenda is.
I agree with that.
Okay? I know what his agenda is. I know what your agenda is too. You don't like somebody coming in that doesn't know you over a microphone telling you all about yourself. I get that.
You almost ran right into him.
Just like if this lady walked up and told me that I was a redneck, whatever, I probably wouldn't like it either. I might be a redneck. I might not be. Doesn't really matter. She don't know me enough to pass that judgment on me. Okay? I don't know you personally. I don't know you personally. All I can judge is what your actions are. Okay? And if, I told people before, I'm not against white, black, green, yellow, whatever. I'm against people who don't abide and comply with the laws and cause problems for the general society, because that's what I get paid to do. Okay? I like people, all walks of people, who behave themselves and act appropriately in the proper settings and get along. And as long as we do that, there's no need for me to talk ugly to anybody or have anybody talk ugly to me.
I wish we had more officers like this back home.
Somebody to because they violated a written statute somewhere. But even that being the case, if there's no reason to escalate to a confrontation, why would I? Why would I treat anybody with hostility or aggression?
Now he doesn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Now we don't hear it. If people don't fuel his fire, he's got nothing.
I think if we hadn't yelled at him, he wouldn't have turned off his megaphone.
Yeah, but the more people that go over there, they pull out their video cameras, they get hyped up. It goes here and then here and then here and then here. It escalates unnecessarily.
We're going to turn this into a situation where we're eventually going to have to get involved when we shouldn't have to. You see what I'm saying?
Pardon me for a second. I see two doggies. I gotta say hi.
No, I understand what you're
Can I say hi to your dogs real quick? Thank you. Thank you.
Any good for this to make?
Hillbilly, we are in Athens, Georgia at the moment.
Sure. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So let's not make it. Let's just go over and say, hey, I disagree with you. You want to stand beside him with your sign and say, I disagree with this guy. I disagree with everything this man is saying. And if you want to look at him and say, who are you to judge me? I got no problem with that. When you say, are you your wife, you got it screaming it in his face, and your hand is all up in here. We're moving closer to a point of civil disorder and somebody getting handcuffed and going to jail over something stupid. Okay? There's a fine line. Freedom of speech is an equal playing field for everybody. And it doesn't have to be a popular philosophy. Okay? I mean, there's some things that hit right to the core of a lot of people. And I could probably name some things. If somebody came out here that was an advocate for molestation or something like that, that would certainly be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
anti-everybody, okay? Somebody comes out here with Nazi beliefs or something of that nature and wants to spew their venomous, the Klan type mentality and all that. Okay, all these speeches and thought processes are protected. Okay, equally.
And she'll be the first to tell you that's the 14th Commandment. We've got to give them that money.
But, you know, we're just asking you guys to be cooperative and not escalate it into something that it doesn't need to be. Not saying,
and because of the way that we're talking right now, I can personally respect that, because, you know, you guys are coming at us like human beings.
This roadway here is an open roadway.
Back in San Francisco, I'm not used to.
Of the roadway,
that's not how we
even though he's moving.
Yeah, I'm used to dealing with Oakland cops. Let me come over here so I'm not cross-talking over them. But, you know, I'm used to dealing with Oakland cops where, you know, they speak first, ask questions later.
You're not going to find that around here. We're here for everyone out here on the street. We're here for everybody.
So, you know, and I have to say personally, you know, I appreciate the fact that you guys are taking the time to talk to us.
Absolutely.
You know, and
well, we welcome you to Athens. I know it's a long way away from home.
It's been 12 days of riding in a 7-seater minivan with people who I would normally not probably associate with. It's been 12 days from hell.
I agree to it all. That's fine.
You get where I'm coming from, guys? I mean, have we been fair to you?
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Because I just don't, we were already sitting here going, we're going to have to get in the middle of this.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then he comes over, and obviously it's concerned because he is hollering some anti-heckling lawsuit. He's got
There's case law supporting them on both sides. Case law
these things have all been up to
be
Supreme
of
Court.
aggressive nature, but there are some case law which jurisdictions say it doesn't.
I will say it was fun heckling him back, especially because he did make some personal verbal attacks towards me because of my sexual preference. So, you know, I have to admit I got some satisfaction from it. But I know I personally would not have let it escalate beyond that point.
And like I said before,
Because of
you
the
know,
fact that I am just traveling through and I don't need to be thrown into jail. So, no, I do want to thank you guys for talking to us.
absolutely. It was a pleasure. You know, if y'all need anything, let us know. Like I said, we're here for everybody and make sure everyone has a good time. You know.
I think I'm personally done with this whole thing. I'm going to actually go enjoy the festival.
You know, if I could, I would too.
Yeah, unfortunately you're on the clock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to go check out the festival.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to say anything when I walk by.
Figure out what his intent is. Figure out whether you want to be part of it. You can give it to him.
Actually, I will say one thing to him, and to be very respectful. I'm going to say, you know, yes, I don't agree with what you're saying, but you have every right to say it, and that's all I'm going to do.
Absolutely. That's his constitutional right. You know, it is protected.
You know, I don't agree with what he's saying, but, you know, I can't, it's not my place to say, you can't say that.
Absolutely. You know, I appreciate that you can see that. A lot of people, it takes them a little while to understand. You know, that's what the Constitution gives us here in the United States of America. It gives us the right to say things like that.
Well, you know, one of the things that I've been learning a lot since joining the Occupy movement, which all of us are, you know, we're part of the Occupy movement, we're just traveling through for the night.
And as you'll find with the Occupy Athens folks, we treated them fairly well. They had their right.
That's what they've been telling us, that, you know, that you guys were actually very good with them. So, I wish we could have had that kind of interaction with our police officers back home.
I'm sorry to hear it. I wish you could have too. Absolutely.
You know, but no, you know, that's the one thing that since joining this movement in early October, you know, I've definitely been, like, you know, studying up on constitutional law, and, you know, and it's really, like, opened my mind to a lot of different viewpoints.
Absolutely. Well, you know, we're here to serve and protect.
And on top of that, I really do, you know, even though my views differ from his, you know, I try and see both sides of the issue.
Sure.
No matter how much every fiber of my being says that he is so far out right field.
Absolutely. So, well, I do hope you enjoy the festival, and it was a pleasure talking to you. Okay, have a good one.
So you guys saw it here first. I actually shook a cop's hand.
Oh, we're not in Cali.
That's, you know, and you know, that's exactly what I was thinking. You know, it's like, I really appreciate the fact that you guys are coming and talking to us like human beings, instead of being like back home where it's beat first, ask questions later.
Exactly.
You know, and even my viewers, were saying, you know, things like,
What the fuck?
you know, let's see. Right now I have 11. One viewer said, Jesus save me from your followers.
Nice.
And then Guy Fox today says, let the cops speak, this is great. Let the cops speak, this is gold, lols. He's right, respect what he says. Catwoman says, sounds strange coming from a cop after what we've seen these days. Where are y'all now? I explained to her, we're here in Athens. And then she says, it's hard because they don't respect. How can they say these wicked things and demand respect? Guy Fox today says, the cop's right, we shouldn't curse.
Yeah, that's right.
Catwoman said, the clanging cymbal was the one using... The clanging cymbal was the one using profanity. Sorry, I'll stop now. Guy Fox says, makes us look bad. Catwoman says, duh, that is what he's saying. Guy Fox says, this cop is great, so few like him. She says, I didn't hear cussing. Yes, old school cop, I got a letter right here. Catwoman says, before law enforcement started creating minions.
You just got a picture of cop sign.
And then Hillbilly says, I hope he's not asking occupiers to confirm Southern rules. So yeah, even my viewers agreed with these cops, which most of my viewers, are normally of the same mindset I am with cops.
Well, now we kind of know what the cops kind of do. They try to
de-escalate.
Yeah.
And they do it in a civil way.
So we sit out here, we have cops. We know how to deal with it.
Honestly, I don't think we're going to have a problem with cops.
No, I don't think so. I think they're like, yeah. Well, we know what they're capable of. Those are the guys who are just going to leave them alone.
Well, plus, I've explained to them already that we're here just for the night. It's not like we're sticking around. I didn't tell them what was camping.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I'm sure they already know that.
They might, but then again, they might not.
Did you not see, the 4 police cars that were parked across the street from where we were when we got up there? I'm sure they've been listening. So anyway, I'm going to walk over to the guy, and I told the cop I'm going to do this too. I'm going to walk over to the guy, and I'm going to say, you know what? I don't agree with your personal beliefs, but you do have the right to express them. I'm going to be the bigger man.
Try to shake his hand.
Because personally,
Try to shake his hand.
all right.
Look like an asshole.
Here, you get to.
Alright. My name is Chili. And I'm taking over this live stream real fast. So he's just going to talk to him. You can talk to that guy over there.
And I'm not.
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't do the lightning start. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I missed it, but I just rolled up. I was feeling the
Yeah. No, it was loud, but we weren't going to be able to buy it.
Anything you want to say?
No. I just wanted to say, I personally don't agree with your opinions, but you do have the right to express those, and I want to. I may have been.
You want to know? I asked them why I'm going to hell because they don't know
I don't
I'm
agree
going
with.
to hell. They said my shirt was too low cut and they could see my
You're right.
tits. Can you see my pants? So then they said she can be all around.
I'm not willing to have you up to my face personally, threatening me, everything you do it. I'm not willing to allow that to continue. If you're going to get yourself in trouble, I don't want you to go to hell tonight. I care about you whether you think I do or not. Does that make sense?
I can respect that.
What's your name?
James.
John.
John? Pleasure. Thank you.
Alright, here you go.
Are you still gay?
Yep. Oh, can I try?
Hi there. He's really pretty.
Oh, you are a cutie. How old? Oh, you're a cute baby too. Thank you. Thank you.
How are you?
All right, let's go check out this festival. That was fun. Oh, look at that beautiful dog.
Absolutely.
You're just a cutie, aren't you? Aww. How old is he?
3 years old.
Aww, good boy. Thank you. Hey, Apple. You missed the fun. With the Bible thumper over there.
Protest, counter protest.
Oh yes.
So were you the guy that I talked to on the phone? I don't know who I spoke to on the phone at all.
It turns out you were probably talking to Michael, not me.
Who's Michael?
He's the other guy driving the white van who looks like me.
Okay.
Only a little older.
Okay.
I mean, I know I talked to you briefly down in Atlanta.
So what happened?
Oh, he started going on, you know. Well, a couple of us actually had just gone down here, and we saw some of our folks, you know, surrounding him with signs and stuff. And I saw what he was like, you know, the whole God hates bags thing. And being a homosexual myself, you know, I found it to be very offensive, and so I went up there and I was making that known very, very loudly and very clearly. And then he started making personal attacks based on my family.
Oh.
And so, you know, we started, you know, there was about maybe a group of 10 or 12 of us who kind of surrounded him until I started to, you know, chanting like, God is love, you know, God is love, God is love, or something. I don't remember what we were chanting. But completely overpowering him and his amplified microphone. And the next thing we know, he goes over and starts pounding with the cops. And the cops were just standing there watching the whole thing, right? In case it got ugly. And so, you know, we went over and, you know, I was live streaming like I am now. And, you know, the cops came up and talked to us. And, you know, I have to say, I was really impressed with the way the cops were talking to us. It wasn't like Oakland.
The person who organized the Athens, the guy with the beard,
yeah, no, I don't remember.
Okay, well, he was like, that's how the preacher makes his money from the congregation. That he says hateful things and invites people.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome. That is awesome. You know, I gotta say, there's a really good Bible thumper up there who might appreciate these outfits. Just saying. We just came from heckling them already. You can just call me Code. Yeah, because my streaming handle is CodeframeSF, so most people just call me Code. So yeah, guys. So I have to say that was a very positive interaction with the police, as far as I'm concerned. They were very respectful, you know, to all of us. You know, and they were, you know, from what I could tell, from what I could tell, you know, they agreed that yes, that we had our First Amendment right to protest him, but he also had his First Amendment right to spew the filth that he's spewing. And you know, I may not agree with what he's saying, but the cop was right. He does have that right. And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed heckling the shit out of him.
Oh yeah.
I think they left. They must have left.
Well, we'll walk around and see if we see them. They may have gone back to. Because it looks like it's starting to shut down a little bit. So they may have gone back to. The side.
I think they probably, if they took the Kaylin's stuff, they went to Kaylin's car. I'm about to go to Kaylin's car real quick. See if that's where they went.
Alright.
See you guys later.
Alright.
That was fun. Hey, we gotta protest something.
I'm just, you know, honestly, the cops reacted. The cops reacted totally different than what I would have expected. Because you know, you hear all these horror stories about how